Okay, my favorite story of the day. Last night in Hollywood, Joss Whedon held a special screening of the Avengers at the Directors Guild of America, and then held an hour-long Q&A following the screening. John, you were invited to the event last night.
And brought you.
And I got to go too. And what were some of the most interesting bits of information that Whedon revealed?
Whedon, he actually spilled a lot of stuff that I was completely surprised at. I think, for me, the biggest revelation that he gave was the fact that when he first came on to write the Avengers, when he wrote the first draft, they did not think Scarlett Johansson was going to be available to play Black Widow. And therefore, he said, the first draft of the script was very waspy. Is all he said, to which got everybody in the audience kind of giggling. He said, as a matter of fact, it was too waspy, because I'd start writing stuff and I just did nothing but write her because I think she's adorable, and he'd just write more and more Wasp. And then obviously Scarlett Johansson came on board and Wasp wasn't there. So that was really interesting. The second really interesting thing he said was this. He said, you know, you got 4 of the most powerful characters in the Marvel Universe, and you got these 2 great assassins. He goes, and all I've got for them to fight against is one well-spoken Englishman, talking about Loki. He said in his first draft, and what he fought, he said his only fight with Marvel Studios was that he wanted to have a second main villain along with Loki. Now, he wouldn't reveal who it is. I have heard rumors before, though, that he wanted to get Red Skull, who is, of course, the villain in the Captain America movie. He wanted to get Red Skull in there. That wasn't confirmed or denied last night, so we can only speculate at this point. So I also found that was pretty interesting. And, you know, it's fabulous seeing a movie like Avengers, which is in my top 5 movies of the year. Might be number 1, might be number 5. I haven't worked out my list yet. We'll get to that next week. And seeing just a storyteller like Joss Whedon sit there and tell these, he told some great stuff about Star Wars as well. Some of his Toy Story writing days he told stories about, that he wrote the entire script for Cabin in the Woods in 3 days.
Which is unheard of.
Which is unbelievable. It was a lot of great stuff. But yeah, the fact that the first draft had Wasp in it, so that leads me to believe we're probably going to see Wasp in Avengers 2. Yeah. And the fact that he had a second villain that he did not want to talk about, that tells me we're going to see another significant villain that isn't Thanos come along here pretty soon. So a lot of really, really good stuff.
Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to stop what you're doing and subscribe to our AMC Theaters YouTube channel to keep up to date on all the movie news, editorials, and our AMC Movie Talk Show. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter to hear about all our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.